Hi everyone, my name is Joe Dale. I'm an independent languages consultant from the UK, and in this video I'm going to be sharing 5 practical ways of using AI in the modern languages classroom. So tip number 1, use the AI image feature in Padlet to allow your students to create their own bespoke images and then enable commenting, so you can then ask them to record their voice describing that image, or they can write a written comment instead, e.g. practicing their speaking and their writing skills in the target language. A top tip is you can download all the images and all the audio in one zip folder via Padlet. Fantastic. Tip number 2. You can create your own individualized chatbot for all of your students to help them with their writing tasks. So there's a free Chrome extension called Brisk Teaching, and within that one of the options is Brisk Boost Tutor. So you can create your assignment, for example, in a Google Doc. You can then run the Boost Tutor, share the link with the students, and then they all get an individual chatbot to support them with their writing task, with the learning objectives it generates automatically, so they can get individual feedback and promote their autonomy. Amazing. Tip number 3. You can use a Google Doc with drop-down menus to help you with your prompt engineering skill. So you can create a scaffold to help you with your prompting. For example, act like A, and then have a drop-down menu saying the different subject that you teach. So it could be act like an experienced French teacher, Spanish teacher, German teacher, etc. You can then have other drop-down menus for things that are not going to change in your school, in your context, e.g. the age of the students, their level using the CEFR levels. You could go A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. You could also choose a drop-down menu for the length of the lesson, e.g. 45 minutes, 60 minutes, an hour and 20 minutes, etc. You could then have another area with, say, 3 dots where you put in the topic, which is going to change for every lesson, and then items of vocabulary that will also change every single lesson as well. Some items to avoid, and then if you would like to as well, you can give an example of what a good one looks like as well, or WAGGLE for short. So as a result of that, you can then copy and paste the results of this scaffold into a large language model such as ChatGPT to then generate an outcome. So using this type of scaffold, particularly for beginners, should help you with your prompt engineering skills. Okay, tip number 4. Use the transcription tool to make a transcript of audio or video files to help your students with their comprehension. You can turn those transcripts into comprehension activities, into multiple choice questions, into worksheets, etc. With a tool like TurboScribe, which I'd highly recommend for this sort of activity. The students, as long as they're over the age of 13 and have parental permission, they can record their voice directly into the interface, generate a transcript, pop that transcript into a large language model as long as they have permission to do that, and then get feedback from that large language model on what they need to do better or what they've done well. So that's fantastic. And then a top tip with TurboScribe is you can actually decide if you want to know if there's a number of speakers there, who is speaking which line, and it can do that automatically for you. Amazing. And then last but not least, tip number 5 is generating multiple choice quizzes in a large language model such as ChatGPT. And if you want to format these for Microsoft Forms, which is a very useful way of practicing comprehension, I think, all you have to do is ask ChatGPT to generate a quiz in a certain format, e.g. A number, the question title, 4 multiple choice answers, and then underneath, if you put ANS colon and then the correct answer, which you can easily ask ChatGPT to do, you can then ask ChatGPT to create a downloadable Word document version, and then you can then import that using the quick import feature in Microsoft Forms to turn it into an interactive Microsoft quiz, which obviously is self-marking, so a great way of testing comprehension with your students. And each correct answer, as long as you use that ANS colon, the correct answer format, then each correct answer should have a tick next to it in Microsoft Quizzes. So good luck with this. 5 top tips just to go over again. AI Padlet for practicing speaking and writing skills. Then we've got the individualized tutor to help the students with their writing skills as well. You could also have a look at Mizu, which is a fantastic tool for creating your own chatbot for speaking skills as well. We then looked at the prompt builder using drop-down menus in Google Docs. Number 4 was transcription. I'd really recommend the tool TurboScribe for this, as well as a way of creating a transcript of audio and video files, and then turning those into exercises using a large language model, or for the students to practice their speaking skills and then get feedback from a large language model. Then tip number 5, to use the format which you can with a large language model such as ChatGPT to fit the format required by Microsoft Forms, and then to create that exercise into a downloadable Word document so that that can be easily imported into Microsoft Forms as well and turned into a quiz. Amazing. So good luck with everything. I hope you found that useful, and get in touch on the socials if you'd like any further support. Thanks ever so much, everyone.